CBS 17 is your local election headquarters, and early voting is off to a slow start in Fayetteville. Yeah, officials are expecting a low turnout for the mayoral and city council election. CBS 17's Justin Moore spoke with candidates about how they are engaging the voters.
Normally, the city election would have been in the fall, but it was postponed due to the U.S. Census. But less than a quarter of the registered voters in Fayetteville are expected to show up at the polls.
They surprise us every election.
Angela Amaro is the interim director for Cumberland County Board of Elections. Based off of 2019 Fayetteville mayoral and council election numbers, she expects around 16% voter turnout.
I guess they're just more interested in the presidential race.
According to the Board of Elections, there are nearly 127,000 registered voters in Fayetteville. In 2019's mayoral election, less than 12,000 voters actually participated.
You definitely want more than 10,000 people picking the leaders who make the policies that impact the 200,000.
Incumbent Mayor Mitch Colvin says it's up to candidates to engage voters.
Local elections have the most impact and the greatest impact, and you can have the greatest influence on your local politics and policies.
You know, I've been knocking on doors, talking to people. I've been going to the mall.
Colvin's opponent, Freddie Dela Cruz, says he's been trying to come up with creative ways to engage voters.
I suspect that we're going to have a higher turnout rate of voters this coming election on the 26th of July than the last election.
Now, early voting runs until July 23rd, and it only can be done here at Cumberland County Board of Elections office in Fayetteville. Justin Moore, CBS 17 News.
Well, in Wake County, people are heading to the polls to vote in the Democratic primary for Wake County Sheriff. No one received enough votes in the May primary to win that race outright. The runoff between the current Wake County Sheriff Gerald Baker and Willie Rowe, who's a former major with the sheriff's office. The winner will face former Sheriff Donnie Harrison in the fall. Here are some key dates to keep in mind. In-person early voting runs through the 23rd. Election day is the 26th, which is also the deadline for absentee ballots to be mailed in. Voters in 15 counties will head to the polls for a mix of city general elections, runoffs, and a second primary for the sheriff.